Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Matt Chapman is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 26.
In now is John Jay. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Now the pitch. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the Ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
One strike.
Pulled toward right center field. Powell's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, this team really needs David Peralta to step up. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Digging in now, David Peralta, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Peralta is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Count 3-0.
On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Just underway here in Oakland. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Not in third. First baseman number 44. Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. And a Slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Howell's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Franklin Barreto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the A's, third baseman, Franklin.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
A bouncer up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Greinke over to first, and he'll dive back in. Here's Jed Lowry now. They show Wade out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Career line against Greinke, not great. He's 1 for 8. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Skied down the left field line. After it is Peralta. And he makes the catch in the corner. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Chris Davis.
At the plate, Chris Davis. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
The 2-0 fouled off. Greinke comes set. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Pollock to the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you brought up.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Career line against Greinke. He has 7 hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jake Lamb. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And a changeup right down the middle. Line toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's got it. And that's the second out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Escobar, a Venezuelan-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Piscotty ranging back, still going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Into the box now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Souza at second with 2 down. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Chapman trying to get there. Just foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Lowry into shallow center. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, all even at 1 apiece. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped high in the air. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. One away.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Striding forward, Marcus Semien. And we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to third. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Chapman.
So striding forward now, Matt Chapman, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch outs, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Greinke's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Squared that one up just a little late. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show Saturday baseball after this. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the 3rd. Set to get his day started, Jeff Mathis, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 misses off the plate. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
The 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, John Jay. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Mathis gets his lead at first, nobody out. Line toward the alley in left center. And Jay's on base. He's got a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's out on a strong throw.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Seared down the first baseline. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and none left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Digging in, Franklin Barreto. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Third baseman, Franklin Barreto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. still 1-2. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here's a high pop-up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Greinke steps into his windup. 1-0 on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 1 left for Oakland. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simeon. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Striding into the box, Jake Lamb. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
2-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
From the stretch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And a slider. Got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Goldschmidt, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses. 2-1. The 2-1. Line towards center field. Foul is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses. 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Called a strike there. 2-1. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Weakly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Diamondbacks. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Here's Matt Joyce now. He sets to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
And a
Ball
fastball
one.
just a bit up.
Ball one, no strike.
Joyce is 6'2" and bats left but throws right-handed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike one. And there's ball two now.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Greinke looks in. Here's the 0-2. This is foul right side. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Steven Souza.
Here's the first pitch to him. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is the knuckleball taken for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The 1-1. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run there for Steven Souza. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Number 13.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Jeff Mathis is on deck. Another full count pitch on its way. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Another full count pitch home. To third. Barreto's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Jeff Mathis will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set, and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, John Jay.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Jay. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Ahmed, the runner at second with 1 away. That's wide, 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Too high, and it's 3-0. David Peralta is on deck. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready for another shot now. David Peralta, runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Piscotty racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 2-1 Arizona. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Chapman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Count is 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
1-1 to Franklin Barreto. 2 out, nobody on. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So striding in, Jed Lowry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Very weakly on the ground. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Emilio Pagan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 50, Emilio Pagan.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now here's the pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Pagan, playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jake Lamb will be next. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Piscotty's there for it.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game. Eduardo Escobar will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen, as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Steven Souza will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Up around the face.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Davis on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's off the left field foul pole. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Now batting.
Into the box, Jeff Mathis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Four runs here in this half inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is line to left. Davis is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the A's 1. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Chris Davis now, as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Greinke steps into his windup. Here it is on 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Yusmeiro Petit is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Jay. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Simeon's there. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's gone 3 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 2 out, nobody on. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Petit features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Lowry's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 6-1. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And Lucroy behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Souza is going to get there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning, so he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, Chapman.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Greinke looks in. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And a fastball just a bit up.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
2 out, nobody on. The 1-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, a home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. But the A's inch a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the A's 2. Ryan Butcher has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan Butcher.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. And now a pitch on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Buchter, a 6'4" lefty. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him, a strikeout looking.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Into the box now. A.J. Pollock earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. From the stretch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. From the stretch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive, 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Steven Souza. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and that one just missed outside.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now. Pollock at second. Escobar is over at first with one away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Nick Ahmed will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he takes strike 2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. Bases are loaded with only one out. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In now, Jeff Mathis. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Lowry is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. They lead it 6-2. Into the box now, Jed Lowry. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Randall Delgado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. Goldschmidt over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Striding in, Stephen Piscotty. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Red Davis.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Joyce would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ryan Dull enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. In now is John Jay. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Designated hitter, John Jay.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Bounce it to the left side. Barreto brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, left fielder, David Peralta.
Now to the plate, David Peralta, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. 1 out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 1-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. The 1-0. Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Blake Trinan enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9. Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Trinan, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Hero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Lowry relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the A's 2. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Joyce. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Designated hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started that swing a bit too early. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box, Jonathan Lucroy, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Joyce leads off second with nobody out. Swinging a soft liner. Tough throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-0 home is a fastball thrown by him for a strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. One out and a runner on second base. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The D-backs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Zach Greinke earned his 5th win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Andrew Triggs was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Athletics, 2 runs on 8 hits. 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-2. The Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they crushed the Cubs 9-1. The Colorado Rockies combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-0. Clayton Kershaw allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Nats launched 3 home runs as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. Aaron Nola was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Fightin' Phils got the best of the Blue Jays 2-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-3. Paul DeJong launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 10-7. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. The Orioles combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-2. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-2. The Astros got 12 hits in this one as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 4-2. The White Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-3. Fernando Romero grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, helping Minnesota take care of the Mariners 4-1. The Kansas City Royals racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.